Sugar Land location?
No, remember when they consolidated all the headquarters and they opened that big glass building in downtown Houston?
I wasn't there, but okay. So they opened it up in Houston. Why did I think Sugar Land? Maybe that some of the guys lived in Sugar Land. Did they have one in Sugar Land?
Right before Enron became Enron, it was two different companies, and some of them were in Sugar Land. It was called Houston Natural Gas. It was two companies. It was a pipeline company out of Nebraska and Houston Natural Gas. And so they merged and became Enron.
Cool. You're just a fountain of information. You've been around. Yeah, this is going to be fun hearing your life story. We're going to do that on Friday night it's going to be Janet's story. Then we're going to do a hot seat thingy that I didn't know. I got shocked into it yesterday. But, folks, it's fun. We're going to learn how to help each other.
She'll never let us live that down. She'll never.
Well, I didn't know what was coming.
Do you understand what a great show it was yesterday? You have no idea how good it was.
No, I'm still numb. I'm still freaking out.
No.
I did go listen to it, and I heard Janet's show, which is a copy, and then Suzanne and I carried on 40 minutes afterwards about it. I went, oh, shit, am I still recording? So there's an shit show. But this is supposed to be, you ain't going to believe this shit story. But I'm not supposed to cuss because I run a spiritual community. So this is my ACE Folklife Metaphysical Institute night, historical archive. So I'm just trying to bare my soul and say, look, we're all creators. We all got Patreon accounts, and we're just going to – the two girls said open mic was fine, and I'm trying to apologize to each of them because I don't know what kind of havoc I'm creating in radio land out there. So I'm getting ready for the haters. I am. I'm making it. So, but welcome, Debra. Yeah, but Debra, you're welcome to help us if you're spiritual on Sundays too, because I committed to telling the world I was going to run American Communications Online Broadcasting, and I pay for 7 nights a week. But I think I'm going to try Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday again. But Janet can tell you, for at least 6 months, I did 7 nights a week when we began, in radio.
Oh,
but
you were crazy.
I was.
Crazy.
I burnt myself out.
You got to rest sometime. That's what I said. I said, you're going to burn yourself out. And you, oh, no, I could do it. And then it's like, then you did not. It's like you got to pace yourself.
Then I quit for a few days.
You quit right for a while there. Yes, dear. Hi.
But we've had LinkedIn all this time. I'm gonna mute again because, folks, you can hear me laughing, but I mean you can't hear me laughing. But when these people are talking, I naturally laugh anyway. So I'm with you guys, but there's enough on here. There's 2 men and 3 women, and they're all radio people. So all right, I'm gonna mute.
So Janet, tell us.
Go ahead.
Tell us a short, fun story about yourself.
Well, give me the topic. Give me what topic.
It's the American.
I can go anywhere.
Yeah, I know. So it's the it's supposed to be an expression of American folklore, but it's also just the American story. I mean, you truly are. You truly are the individual who typifies the progressive, alternative lifestyle, therapeutic benefits of your existence. That's really your story.
Well, thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
You brought up. Thank you. You brought up Enron. So I was there at Federated Investors, and I forget what year it was. Let me see. It's when the computers finally screwed up, and the market crashed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at Federated Investors in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's the 3rd largest investment firm in, I guess it's just in the United States. Could be the world. Don't remember. And I'm there, just my little job, and I'm right in the middle. It's kind of like Wall Street, and I'm right in the middle where everybody's going buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And it was so hectic. They're like leaning over me, and I'm supposed to balance the millions of dollars. So I'm processing. I must have processed, 500 million, billion, trillion dollars, me personally, and then everybody around me, because it was crashing. The market was crashing. Now, I only worked there 1 year, and I have a 66-year life, so I was there at the right time in the right place to have this stock market crash. So anyway, but we survived. It was very interesting because that was like one of those the world is ending days. So here I am at my age, 66 years old, and now we have the COVID crisis, and then I was here in Maui one day in February, I think it was 2 years ago, or it was January, and all of our phones went off, and I happened to have all three of my phones on the charger, and it said, inbound missiles, this is not a drill, expected to hit in 15 minutes, right? Oh, it was like surreal. It was like, so I go to the door. My husband's in the bathroom. I said, honey, can you come out here? I think we're going to die in 15 minutes. And I'm not sure, but it says the incoming missiles, and they're going to hit in 15 minutes. And I would like to say goodbye to you, not through the bathroom door. Anyway, he started to fight with me. He said, that's not true. And he started to get angry and fight with me, and I don't know why. So I called my sister because I wanted to talk to somebody. Oh, I called TJ. You didn't answer. So I called my sister, and I go, I want to say goodbye. You've been a good sister. And we start, like, crying. And she said, well, let's pray, because she's a good Mormon. I said, well, I could be dead in, and I'm counting it down, 6 minutes. Let's pray. So we were praying, and then, I'm just holding tight because this countdown's on my phone. And I'm going, oh, shit, is this going to hurt? It's probably going to hit Honolulu, because they go after the big city so they can get millions of people. But then what? Will I get the act? I mean, all the thoughts of all the movies. And so nothing happened. And I'm going, well, maybe the clock was off. Nothing happened. But then but then somebody's out my yard and said, all clear. Nothing's happening. Okay. Woo, we get to live. Oh. So, but this and then, so then I'll just finish up. So I'm sitting there sleeping at night, and I have contact with either my higher self or eternal being or extraterrestrials, but and my download said, no, this was a real thing, and they shot it down. So in the morning, I got online, and there was a video of them shooting down a missile coming over Maui. No, it wasn't heading for Oahu. It was heading for Janet. Hear a lesson in Maui. And so then I told Dr. Sala, who's one of the big people in the UFO field, I guess, no, this was a real missile, but and it shows it being shot down from above. So it must be the secret space program or a satellite or HARP launched way up. But the first theory was it was a submarine shot it down. Anyway, so that was it. We finally, they decided that it was like from space, and it wasn't a nuclear because of the arc. They said it was a nuclear from space, but a space something missile shot down anyone. So the moral of the story is, be here now. Any second can be your last, and I'll pass the talking stick.
That's a chipper little thought. That's just a real perky little thought there, Janet.
I thought it was humorous. It was humorous.
It is.
They have absolutely no control people, on Oahu, they jumped out of their cars. They were trying to get home to their kids to say goodbye. Nobody can do anything in 15 minutes. There's absolutely no preparation in the United States. And that was a couple years ago. And the same thing's happened with COVID. There's no preparation for anything. All these billions of dollars we spend on defense, we have nothing really planned for anybody. And when I was a kid, we had, you go into the bomb shelters. Like, they really would have helped, right? Ducking under your desk, that really would have done a lot. No, that wouldn't have done anything either. So anyway, I thought it was funny. It's ironic. Next person. Any feedback on that before we go to the next thing?
Hey, Rich, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Really good. So you
that
have
was a great story.
It was a great story.
Well, thank you.
It? Yeah. So tell us a great story about. Gosh, you've done so many weddings. You've had so many great experiences at weddings. So it's really up to you to choose a short story about a wedding.
Oh, a magical wedding. Let's see.
Yeah, you're a romantic, so I don't know if they're always magical, but they certainly look it from the outside. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They are.
Okay.
They truly are. I've seen stuff that people. Here's one. It's at the Montage in Laguna Beach, California. And so they're having their whole wedding party, ceremony, reception, and everything out on the lawn, which is right overlooking the ocean, right on the cliffs there. And so when you get there, the fog is dense. I mean, just really dense. You can't see more than like about 10 feet or so. And so I'm thinking, oh, I'm supposed to paint it. So I'm sitting there going, how's this going to work out? You know, we're all just fogged in. And the crowd arrives. They all sit down. And, okay, how's this going to work out? And right when the music started up, like we're in the formal ceremony was about to begin, the fog dissipated and cleared up like it was some sort of a magical movie set. And it just was totally clear right when they started walking down the aisle. So that was pretty amazing.
That's a great story. Yep, there's a lot of magic in that. And then did the fog come back after the ceremony?
Yeah, I think it lingered around, but it was come the evening. It didn't matter because they had lights and everything. But, yeah. Another one they had where they're having their whole ceremony, their whole reception out at this golf course. And someone goes, hey, it's going to rain. Well, no, it's not going to rain. Look up. It's nice and clear. And so the wedding went till 10 o'clock. The music's playing, and the band guy goes, okay, here's our last number. They played the last number, and he goes, okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. And right when he said that, it just opened up, and it started raining, and everybody went inside to this little clubhouse area. And it was really sweet. Everybody's all huddled together. And so, yeah, stuff like that happens, and it's just it really is amazing to sit there and watch it all play out because you're just really a fly on the wall just capturing everything. So, yeah, weddings, unbelievable.
Weddings, the best. Hey, Randle,
yeah.
did you take some time and think of another story for us?
Oh yeah, I've always got a couple of interesting stories, especially from when I worked security up in Los Angeles. One night in particular, I got a call and got asked to go do some extra work for the LeBron James welcome party, that the Lakers held for him.
Oh, nice.
So they took over that whole area by the Dream Hotel and Tao Restaurant and Avenue, and it's a whole quadrant right there in Hollywood. But what's hilarious is it's very upscale and very nice, and if you go 2 blocks east, it's like ghetto and it's trash. Right. But 2 blocks back, you're in the lap of luxury, and there's Rolls Royces and Bentleys, and it's a very A-list event. So the bulk of the night was typical boring work, like stand here at this position and keep people moving through. But the fun part was at the end of the night was helping with the limo procession and getting the people valeted and out of there. And the big deal in Hollywood is everybody always gets mixed up and either climbs in the wrong Uber or the wrong limousine. So a lot of those A-list guys are real uptight, and there's a bunch of old basketball players and, rap artists and, and all these guys, and there's all this confusion. And then the best part in the midst of all of it is that there's all these horrible Middle Eastern TMZ guys with these cheap camcorders in their hands just trying to get 5 seconds of footage of anything they can sell, right? And the guys I work for start freaking out and go, what are we going to do? Because those TMZ guys aren't going to go away. So me and a couple other guys schemed, and we saw this area where we had spare metal barricades. And we went over, and as a team, we started picking them up while we had our tuxedos on, and we're running them over and laying them out in front of all these Middle Eastern, TMZ paparazzi types. And they're screaming and spitting and angry and telling us we can't do this. And, and it's just hysterical to watch them have fits and throw stuff everywhere. Yeah. And as if that wasn't bad enough, we figured out a way to take some banners and stretch them up so that they could